Clover is back, and we actually get a lot of information that I was hoping for last week, this week, which is really cool. And also a big reveal when it comes to Asta, but we'll get to that, so let's just start from the beginning. Noelle starts out immediately with Sea Dragon's Roar, her strongest attack, so she goes straight for the kill move off the bat. This, of course, doesn't work entirely because Acer doesn't just stop the attack, she actually rips through it. Like, she goes into the sea monster's mouth and just basically swims through it and just blasts out, out the other end. I'm really surprised that Noelle really has it in her to attack her mother, but like she said in the last chapter, this is no longer Acer, this is some other person altogether. And even though they're both ready to take each other on at full strength now, they're having completely different reactions. Like, Noelle is pissed beyond belief, while Acer is having the time of her life. And we flip back over to the Lucius and Yuno fight, and this is the majority of the chapter, these two. And Lucius is going full on hands. Like, the guy is just pummeling Yuno with his fist. He did the exact same thing with Asta. So this guy, his entire way of fighting is just straight up close combat. He wants to be able to feel your bones breaking when he punches you, basically. Which is funny because it's like the complete opposite of the way the Wizard King fought, which was to just fire off time orbs at you. He would get pop up behind you and capture you in an orb or two, but Wizard King really didn't fight by just straight up fists. While fighting, Lucius has time to think, and he's going through how powerful Yuno really is. He's surprised that he's able to move so fast. Even his foresight can't keep up, which is an insane thing to say out loud, that the ability to see the future can't keep up with someone. And the main reason is because Yuno is able to combine his star magic, which allows him to teleport, with his wind magic, which just makes him super fast. So he's super fast with teleportation. In fact, he even pops up behind Lucius while Lucius is currently flying in the other direction. And it does look like Yuno had him off guard, but it wasn't real. As soon as Yuno tries to cut him, Lucius just catches the sword with his hand. Like, once again, this guy likes to fight with his hand. It's crazy. Smashes Yuno against a wall, and he's about to change his soul. Like, straight up, he's about to touch him, change his soul. But then a shield appears. It's a shield made of wind that is able to repel all attacks. So, apparently even Lucius's soul magic can't penetrate it. It just apparently can reflect even soul magic, which is a crazy thing to say out loud. Because this means now Yuno has attack magic, support magic with his Neverland, and now ultimate defense magic that's able to repel anything. Like, in all aspects, Yuno is just perfect. And this is when Lucius starts to freak out because he has no idea what that was. He has no understanding about the shield. He's never seen it before. It doesn't make sense because he's seen multiple timelines with his time magic. He's seen multiple futures. He knows how the world should be, and in none of those worlds does Yuno have that shield. And then Yuno gets faster and cuts Lucius for the first time. Unfortunately, Yuno is getting tired, and he's apparently not going to last much longer. Which tells me this fight's probably going to end in, I would say, 2 chapters. No, I'm not saying Yuno's going to be done in 2 chapters, but I think he's going to lose this fight in 2 chapters, and then after that, him and Asta are going to team up. That's when Lucius starts to question himself about all this, because he then remembers a timeline where Yuno is at his strongest, and that's the timeline where the rebellion never happens in the Spade Kingdom, and Yuno grows up as a prince, and he masters his star magic. The crazy thing is that the Yuno right now is apparently stronger than that Yuno. So, Yuno is stronger than the strongest Yuno. He then starts looking around the battlefield, and he basically says that Noelle is way too strong as well. There's no way she should have been that strong as she is now. He also says Marileona should have died from Mars's first attack, so when the attack that she lost her arm, that should have apparently killed her. But no, she was able to dodge that and only lost an arm. But this also proves that the Marileona fight is still going on, something that I wanted answered last week, but hey, better late than never, I suppose. But yeah, the fight's still going on with Marileona. That's unfortunate. Because she's still burning herself alive. So Marileona could still die, which still scares the hell out of me. He looks at Frigolion after that, and apparently Frigolion was never even meant to be in this battle. He was supposed to die earlier. Most likely, whenever he was attacked by Lich, Patri technically, whenever he was attacked by Patri, that was probably when he was supposed to die, which means he's stuck around the story for way too long. And then he just looks at all the random magic knights that are all over the place, the no-names that don't matter. They're still alive. Apparently, they should have been wiped out during this battle basically immediately. They should all be dead right now. And so, none of this makes sense to Lucius. And straight up, Lucius starts to look scared. The man has genuine fear on his face because he just can't understand why he's not able to see this future. Why is this future one that doesn't exist? For some reason, does. And he gets a glimpse of Yuno's face as he's attacking him, and Yuno is thinking to himself, in every major battle they had together, Asta always got the final blow, and that really pissed off Yuno apparently. He's just super jealous that his rival always got the final blow. It always made sense because Asta had anti-magic, so his attack could never be blocked, and it would always cut someone and they couldn't use healing magic on themselves. It cuts the flow of magic. So it just made sense that Asta would get the final blow, but Yuno is unsatisfied with that. He wants the final blow. And it's like Lucius is able to read Yuno's mind at that moment, because he realizes at that moment Lucius isn't able to see a future with Asta has influence over the world. Where Asta drive to be the strongest, try to be the best, inspires everyone around him, and encourages them to be their best themselves. Now there's a high probability has to do with the fact that Asta has anti-magic. And so he can't see a future that is being cut off by Asta's anti-magic. That would explain why he knew something was happening in the land of the sun, because there were people who were acting strange in the way that would be contradictory to what he wants. But at the same time, he didn't know Asta was there. He still doesn't know Asta's alive. He can't see Asta's future. He can't see Asta at all. And at this moment, while he's distracted, Yuno fulfills something that he's been wanting to do, which is getting the final blow. The only issue is that I don't think this is the final blow. I mean, it is a massive attack that it looks like it cuts Lucius in half. I doubt that, but Lucius is stunned either way. The idea that there would be a Yuno that's able to surpass him was absolutely out of his calculations. Lucius is a smart guy who played the long game, but the fact of the matter is that he focuses way too much on his future sight. And now that he's realizing that his future sight can't be trusted, he's basically freaking out. And now that he's pushed against a wall, how will Lucius respond? I can't imagine he'd freak out in a rage or anything like that. It doesn't seem to be his personality. But I can't imagine him being pushed against a wall will allow his ego to handle something like that. Especially if it was caused by Asta, a being he is deemed the only spec that doesn't deserve to exist in his perfect world. I know a lot of people are talking about the Asta-centric part of this chapter, but the mindset of Lucius is really the part that I find to be the most interesting. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Black Clover and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.